Hey homesteaders, welcome back. So today is day number 5, I believe, with the mini excavator. You see we got the chicken coops in place here. I just wanted to kind of give you guys a rundown of the progress uh, so far. Today's Monday. It's a beautiful day, sun's coming up. Just had breakfast, got up and going, and it's about 7:30 a.m. ish, somewhere in there. But this whole area has been leveled out. A lot of work, guys. I should rent the tractor for another week, but I think finances might prevent that. I moved the big branch piles. I consolidated. There's about 4 of them back here. I consolidated them into 2 big ones, getting ready for the wood chipper or the burn pile. Haven't decided yet. I gotta show you guys this. So I leveled out the little entranceway to the cabin here, and the wife did a fantastic job laying, oh, I probably can't see it. Yeah, there, kind of. The flagstone here on the ground. This is all we had was left here from the previous owners, but got it all leveled out. Looking good. I'll show you guys the front later. As of right now, here's the back. So I got solar panels. I am going to be getting the dirt area in the back here ready for those tanks to sit on. That's going to happen today or tomorrow. What else? Just a lot of work with this tractor, and it just kind of slow and going, but we are making progress. Like yesterday was this project. I built this stone retaining wall and leveled out this area. Remember, guys, we're on the side of a hill here, so all these flat areas need to be terraced and held back with these stones, these big boulders. And this little mini excavator makes pretty short work of it. So this was yesterday. As you can see, it's all flat now. This is going to be orchards or animals. Not real sure yet. I'm just getting it ready. We'll decide what we're going to use them for later. Today, get out of the sun here. Today is going to be this area right here. I'm going to do the same thing I did over here. So we're going to be stacking rocks, big boulders right here. I'm going to extend, we call this the upper garden area. I'm going to extend that way about 25 feet, level all this out, and then level all this out. Up here might be the trees. Again, I'm not real sure yet. I haven't figured that part out. We have been having a couple issues with the mini excavator, as is normal when you rent equipment from Home Depot. They really don't maintain their stuff well. The left side track has a tendency to fall off, especially kind of steering around on these rocks. It kind of throws those tracks off, but it's just the left side, and the wife and I have become professionals at putting it back on, and it is no joke. Those things weigh probably at least 500 or 600 pounds each. So metal bars and some ingenuity. Also, I run this thing on full speed. That's why you see the little trunk thing open there. That gives the motor a little bit more air because it does start to overheat. Once again, Home Depot doesn't really take care of their stuff, and customers that rent their equipment don't take care of it. I've gone through 4 jerry cans, so about 20 gallons of fuel so far. I've still got another 10 in the truck, and I got about a half a tank yet on here. So here's, this whole thing is gonna get worked on. Just so much work. I could definitely use this mini excavator for a whole nother week, definitely. But I think what I'm going to do is just get as much done with this as I can, and I'm going to go rent another tractor that has the cannon box on the back to smooth out all these areas. I've been trying to do it with the blade on this Mini X, and it's just so slow and going, guys. It's just tedious, and I kind of stopped doing that yesterday just because it's taken too much time and I've got more important things to do. But it is a beautiful day. Can't complain about the weather. So this whole area was done yesterday. Still need to get a little bit more dirt in here, but with the tractor with the cannon box, it's also a front loader, so I've got plenty of dirt right there that I used, that I can use for this, that I got up there. I had to re-sculpt this upper garden area a couple days ago, because I want the way it was in the beginning. Here, I'll show you. The retaining wall that was originally here was not installed based on the long wall of the cabin. And I know it's kind of dumb, I guess, but I'm the type of person, I like everything parallel, all lines straight. I guess that's the plumber and me running pipe. I like everything straight and parallel, symmetrical. So this whole retaining wall has been moved. It was about where I'm standing right now. So I pushed it back another 20 feet and I made it straight. As far as off of the cabin here, it's 60 feet from the wall of the cabin to the wall of the rock, and it's all the way down, and it ends at the end of the house. So just from like, if you were a bird flying over, everything will look symmetrical. So let's go take a look at the front yard here. And again, blocking the camera. Still need to get the different piece of equipment, the different tractor, to smoothen out everything, make it look a lot better. But here is another new retaining wall. There we go, there's the shop. So this area right here, we're gonna put a fire pit right here. This is gonna be kind of like the hangout spot that used to be in the back of the shop, but is no longer there because the water tanks are going there. But all this has been cleaned, all the stumps removed. I just need to smoothen it out with the cannon box. And I guess we can consider this the front yard. Again, all the stumps are gone now. Again, I just need to smoothen it out with the cannon box. Get all these sticks, all these rocks and everything out. It's gonna be one of those, it's just gonna take time. Right now I'm just trying to get the bulk of the heavy lifting done. A lot of dirt was put right here to make this level. Again, this is kind of the spot that, this will be the party spot. And I thought it was a cool idea right here where it goes up. As a musician, I may have some buddies out here, and if we ever have a party, I thought it'd be cool to use this as a stage, the high area, and then everyone can enjoy the music down here. Just a thought. Just thinking out loud. So lots of rock, lots of rock. And when you run out of rock, there's more rock. What else did we do? Over here, this was day one. We got these stumps out and we made a road. A little access road here on the side of the shop. You guys remember the dog condo and the fenced in area? So we made a road right here because that's going to be most likely the goat pen right there in those trees. I'm going to surround all those trees with fencing. So we'll keep the goats over there, and I just want a road to get to it. And now we have one. There's the dogs enjoying breakfast in their doggy condo. Another thing today is all this firewood, all these branches, all this stuff's gonna have to get moved because I need to level this ground because the tanks are gonna sit here. Because we're gonna enclose this. This is gonna be a storage room for all the stuff that's currently in my trailer and then some. So lots of retaining walls everywhere. That's just what you got to do when you live on the side of a hill. But not so bad. As far as properties, this was the nicest one that we found before making the purchase. So there we go. Garden 1, upper garden or garden 2, and then way back there is going to be level number 3, garden number 3, or orchard, or whatever we decide to do. So there you go, guys. Kind of an update. I got 2 more days with this tractor, a little bit more than 2 days. So I want to get on there. I want to jump on there, do some more digging. And if you guys have questions about what I'm doing, reasoning behind my logic, put it down in the comments box. If you're new here, please consider subscribing. If off-grid life is interesting to you, we're here going on 9 months full time now. We're loving it. The weather has changed and it is gorgeous, guys. Just gorgeous. We moved the chicken coops over here with the mini excavator because these things, I built them like a house. They're 2x4 studs and everything in there. So we just need to get a fence up here and we'll be able to get chickens. Finally, because eggs are no joke expensive. Considering buying one more of these 2,500 gallon water tanks. But again, you've got to see how the money situation hangs in there. It is so beautiful, guys. Got a small fire inside, take the chill out of the house, and I could smell the smoke. You know, waking up early, hearing the birds chirping and smelling a wood fire smoke, it just nice. Got all the dogs playing. Dogs are ready to get to work. So one more thing I want to do, hopefully when the mini excavator that I still have out here, is I want to do some trenching and get some water lines from the power water room out to the different garden platforms, and also one over here to the chickens and one over to the future goat pen, so all the water lines will be in and ready while the tractor's here. But again, the most important thing to do is get all this heavy dirt work done. I can always get a trencher later. Yeah, I'm also going to relocate where my propane is. I want to get it away from the cabin, and I have all the material to run a new gas line over to the area where I want the propane shed. I want to actually build a shed to enclose all that. Not a full shed, but an open air, like a lean-to, 3 walls and a roof type of thing. So I'll quit jabbering here, guys. I'll upload this video and probably make another video in a day or two. See the final progress here. Again, if you're new, my name's Vaughn. I'm 51 years old, and my family and I live here in beautiful northern Arizona. Living off-grid, totally off solar panels, solar power, and rainwater catchment, even though we may have to truck in some water because we're getting pretty low again and we are not expecting any rain. So I did buy those 2 IBC totes, which is about 550 gallons we'll be able to get each time we go into town. So that'll help out a lot. I really don't want to, but it is what it is. Gotta have water. If you're wondering, the 2 brand new 48 volt batteries that we bought for the solar system have worked flawlessly. We have pretty much 50% power in the mornings when we wake up, and then the sun charges them to 100%. We use it all day, all night, and the next morning we're still able to turn our coffee pot on without the power going out, like we were dealing with before and having to start a generator. Now we bought the new generator. I've used it once to do some welding, and that's it. It sits in the power water room. Again, right back here, I'm going to build another 3 walled enclosure. That's where the fire suppression system that I purchased is going to be mounted. The generator is going to be mounted in there and plumbed in. And also my diesel heaters are in. They're actually in California. For some reason they don't ship out here, so sent them to a buddy's house and they're already in. They're a few weeks early, actually. So next time we go to California, I'll pick those up. Even though we don't need it now, we won't need it until next fall probably, to keep the power water room warm and also the dog condo warm. It's gonna be nice that we have the weather now. My shop is going to actually be turned into the shop again and not the doghouse, because that's where they're currently sleeping, because it's just too darn cold outside, especially for the older dogs. So, got to take care of your animals. And that reminds me, speaking of animals, let me show you the pet cemetery. I mentioned this in the last video. Still got that little cold going on and still lingering, but not nearly as bad as it was last week, and I'm feeling really good. So let us start the mini excavator, get it warmed up, and I'll show you guys the pet cemetery. Now this is diesel, so you got to let the glow plugs warm up a little bit before starting it. All right, so again, it's a little bit creepy to think about the death of your pets, but as we all know, that type of thing happens. When you live off grid, there's animals born here, animals live here, and animals die here. And we're just kind of getting prepared for that while we got the tractor. So this is the pet cemetery, but I've dubbed it the stumps. So when a pet dies, the terminology that we'll use is we got to take them to the stumps. And that's because, hopefully you guys can see it, all the stumps I've been digging out, they're all set here. As you can see, I put this in a spot that you can't really see from out in the cabin area. The road kind of turns to the right, and then it's like a cul-de-sac in here, all surrounded by these trees, all surrounded by these stumps. So let's take a look at the stumps. The Stumps Cemetery. And I think I'll probably put a sign right here, you know, our dogs are dying to get in here type of sign. So all these stumps line, let me give you guys a better view here. All these stumps line the road to come in, and you can see all the stumps. There's got to be at least 30 or 40 of them here, and I'm still not done. So here's a little cul-de-sac area. I still need to level this out a bit, scrape this stuff down. I'll do a little bit of that with the mini excavator, but most of it's going to be done with the next piece of equipment, the next tractor we're going to rent out here. So welcome to the Stumps Cemetery, final resting place for our pets. So I'll give you kind of a panoramic here. So it's a good probably 50-foot square little cul-de-sac here. You can see the cabin in the background a little bit, but yeah, this is all juniper. Not really much as far as pine. We've been trying to keep all the pine trees we can. So welcome to the Stumps, guys. This is our family's pet cemetery. Welcome to the Stumps. So there we go. That's about it for this morning. I will cut the video here and upload it. Where'd I go? There I am. And I'm gonna get to work. I got a lot of work to do, only 2 days to do it in. So let's get on it. Take care of everybody, and I'll see you on the next one.